10.8 surface area and volume of prisms.
Volume of prisms.
I can find surface area and volume of prisms.
Volume of prisms, not volume. Excuse my writing. Okay, guys, are we ready?
Yep.
We're doing this together. Surface area. Read, go.
The total area of the faces of a 3D shape.
Could a base be considered a face?
Yes.
Faces and faces mean the same thing, but sometimes we have to differentiate them between them to do our formulas. Volume is how much you can put inside of an object. Yes or no?
Yes.
In a triangular prism, your bases are going to be what shape?
Triangular.
Triangles. On a rectangular prism, your bases are going to be what?
Rectangular.
Rectangles. Formulas. Surface area. Add up all of the sides, the area of all the sides, you're good. Again, I don't see all eyes up here. Volume. We talked about volume being length times width times height. So we talked about volume being capital B times capital H. Which one is truly the formula for volume for all prisms? Everybody, which one?
Capital B. Capital B.
You're not using this one anymore. Okay, you're now like big boys, big girls here. We can use capital B times H. Capital B means what, everybody?
Area of the base.
Okay, I need everybody right away. Pay attention here. Capital B means what?
Area of the base.
And your H is your?
Height.
I didn't say yell. I just said answer the question. Ooh, what happened here? How did that move? No, it moved on me. See if I can grab it here. Oh, man. What did that move on me? Okay, here we go. I think we're moving it. Okay, good. Now, because this is a rectangular prism, we actually could have used length times width times height, right?
Yes.
10 times 4 times 6, because that is the volume of a rectangular prism. However, we know that this formula will work for any type of prism, rectangular or triangular anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to start understanding that capital B means what, everyone?
Area of base.
Capital B means what, everyone?
Area of base.
Okay, and H means what?
Height.
Height. So what is the area of this base?
40.
Because the area of a rectangle is 10 times 4, or length times width, right?
Yes.
What is the height?
6.
So 40 times 6 gives us our volume of
240 units cubed.
units cubed. Okay, the reason we need to know this is because on number 8. For number 8, can we do volume equals length times width times height?
No.
No, because our bases are triangles. Do you calculate the area of a triangle using length times width?
No.
No, you use length times width
Divided by 2.
divided by 2 times the height, right? So we are going to stick with capital B, area of the base, and we're going to use base times height, so 4 times 10 divided by 2, yes, no?
Yes.
Times the height. What's the height? What's the height?
10.
What's the height?
10.
Times the height.
20.
20. So again, area of the base, capital B, your 10, your 4, divided by 2. So that's the area of this base right here. And then we're going to multiply by the height of the entire 3D shape, which is what? 20. And we get our answer of?
400 units cubed.
Okay, again, I thought everyone was part of this video. Okay, number 4, surface area. Here is my rectangular prism. We calculated all 6 sides. The front side, we use 12 times 7. And because the front side is going to be the same as this back side, we could use 12 times 7 again, right?
Yes.
Okay? And then the top, we use 12 times 6, just as the same as at the bottom we use 12 times 6. And then for our sides faces, we use what?
7
And
times
this
6.
one would be 7 times 6 too. So we added them all together and we got?
396 units squared.
And this is surface area, so we're talking about units squared. The triangular prism and surface area, I'm going to just leave that off because I think it's confusing. Well, it confused me, so I'm sure it confused a lot of you. But we got there. So if you want to reference that one, wonderful, but stick with these.